an embarrassment. What an absolute embarrassment. Last night was further proof as to why people don't watch pretend basketball. Last night was further proof as to why people do not respect
The Chicago Sky are crumbling in real time. Angel Reese just endured another brutal primetime meltdown. She makes many turnovers, and the worst part is her own teammate, Kamilla Cardoso, physically checked out on live TV. This season has fallen into pandemonium. Stay for the following 10 minutes to explore what's going wrong and what it could imply for Angel's future.
Reese last night against the New York Liberty, one of the worst games she's played as a professional, takes that out on the referees. Kamilla Cardoso visibly upset, and all of this falls.
In a game against the New York Liberty, Reese shot a terrifying 0 for 8 from the field, missed layups, blocked attempts, and turnovers chaos.
Chicago Sky are already imploding from within. Fans are turning on the team. Kamilla Cardoso.
Through 6 games, Reese is averaging 10 PPG, leading the league with 12.3 RPG, but her field goal percentage is just 31.1%. And in the restricted area, she's shooting a frightening 38.1% on 7.3 shots per game, the worst in WNBA history at that volume.
Eudora mai promissora da Liga Tirando Você, which means the most promising player in the league, apart from you. And that is obviously what she was asked. This is what she said to that. This is what she answered to that question.
And the optics are awful. Cardoso, Chicago's other large star, was sold to the division, but now appears obviously frustrated every time Reese touches it. That was the most pointed signal. Yet that chemistry is tanking on and off the court.
Angel Reese failing to control her emotions. We saw it against the Indiana Fever. Yes, she got hard fouled.
Of Angel Reese struggling to contain her feelings. We saw it against the Indiana Fever. Yes, she received a hard foul. A year ago, Reese burst onto the scene as a rebounding sensation, setting rookie records and leading the Sky in double-doubles, even garnering Eastern Conference Player of the Week honors on July 1st, 2025, with 19.7 PPG and 17 RPG.
Reese crash out over a loose ball foul ball. What are we doing here? We are 2 games in, and we already have 2 separate games of Angel Reese failing to control her emotions. We saw.
Let's zoom out. The Reese-Caitlin-Clark rivalry. From college NCAA bouts to pro league intensity, Clark's triple-double blowout triumph over the Skies sparked media debate. Some dubbed Reese the villain, while her LSU teammates and analysts hailed her resilience and impact on rebounding leadership. They are 2 sides of the same coin.
Sides of the same coin. The Angel Reese fan base versus the Caitlin Crazies. Like, they are 2 sides of the same coin, but they're not going to be happy with this answer. So let's never forget.
Chicago GM Jeff Paglucker backed the planned rebuild around Reese and Cardoso, but the plan is unraveling. With the club at 511 and losing heavily, Paglucker's vision looks unstable. Pagliocca spent much but with negative net ratings and bad spacing when Reese and Cardoso share the floor. Critics doubt whether he'll pivot. Reese's frustrations aren't restricted to one court. She presently leads the league with 7 technical fouls. 1 more, and she faces an automatic ban. With the Skies thin and her back pain present, another tech would cost her and the crew dearly. This catastrophe isn't trivial. The Sky's identity rested on Reese's brand and drive. But if she can't convert at the rim or control her temper, the organization must decide: ride it out or recalibrate. Meanwhile, the bigger conversation about media bias, race, and hype Clark versus RA continues to simmer. This narrative isn't over. Angel Reese may be talented, but right now she's failing to deliver. Kamilla Cardoso's walk-off moment was louder than any press conference. What should this guy do? Ride out Reese's slump, lean on Cardoso, or trade the limelight power forward? Drop your take in comments. Hit subscribe for in-depth WNBA breakdowns and frank chat. See you next game. Tonight on the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese went 0 for 8, turning every possession into chaos, and her colleague, Kamilla Cardoso, practically walked off the court mid. Does that reveal more about chemistry or crisis? Reese concluded with 0 points on 8 shots, although she collected 12 rebounds, but 8 were her own misses. Plus, she added 10 turnovers in 2 games. That's the league's worst territory. This breakdown isn't isolated. The Sky record 0-4 start included a 60-point cumulative differential, the worst in franchise history. The locker room is cracking. Reese arrived as the face of the rebuild, a media favorite, but expectations are now crushing her. Her rookie rediscovered fame, and her brand is strong, but buckets matter. As instability looms in Chicago, throughout the league, the opposite tale is playing out. Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever are ratings gold, and missing her as tank imprisonment. On national airwaves, Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back, criticizing WNBA execs for mishandling Clark and disregarding Reese's impact. He called out league neglect that precipitated this entire explosion. Cardoso may travel for Fies Mary Cup from June 28 to July 6, and Reese's availability is questionable amid a probable mystery injury. Meanwhile, the Sky just suffered a 38-point blowout loss, without both stars. Here's the suspense. Will Chicago rebuild chemistry soon enough? Can rediscover form? What happens if Cardoso returns just as fissures deepen? If you think Angel can snap out of it, post a remark. Think Cardoso carries the future? Let us know. Want more WNBA drama decoded? Subscribe and switch on alerts. Next video on the Caitlin Clark comeback watch list. Stay tuned. Angel Reese walked into the WNBA with the world watching, hailed as a cultural icon, a college champion, and a bold new face of women's basketball. But now, only months into her freshman season, that dream is crumbling in front of millions. Behind the bright lights, endorsement deals, and viral TikToks, the truth is far darker and far more heartbreaking. Reese is struggling to find a rhythm on the court, struggling to win over her teammates, and most of all, striving to manage a narrative that's gradually slipping away. From flopping controversies and on-court technicals to the dramatic sideline fallout with Kamilla Cardoso, the symptoms of pressure are everywhere. Inside sources report the locker room has gotten frigid. Veterans feel she's more focused on popularity than basics, while younger players are discreetly distancing themselves from the tumult. Reese, once the supreme showman, suddenly finds herself benched in vital moments, her minutes cut, her confidence shaken. Even past luminaries and commentators have begun stepping in, calling for accountability, effort, and leadership, not social media gimmicks. Fans filled the comments, some defending Reese, others labeling her the Kardashian of the WNBA. And as for the front office, their silence said volumes. No public defense, no denial, just another benching, another difficult loss. And rising rumors that Reese's future in Chicago may no longer be guaranteed. From college dominance to professional chaos, the narrative of Angel Reese has taken a stunning turn, and now the question isn't whether she'll rise again, but if the Chicago Sky will withstand the storm she's left behind.